Hey kids, ready for today's story? Today we are going to read the book Peace at Last by Jill Murphy. This book is about a bear who's trying to get some sleep at a night time. So night times are meant for having a good night's sleep, right? So that we can be brisk the next day. The hour was late. It was very late at the night and Mr. Bear was tired, Mrs. Bear was tired, and Baby Bear was tired. They're all very, very tired and they are planning to get ready for sleep. So, before sleeping, see, they have everything scattered all around and they are picking up the things. After that, so they all went to bed. After clearing the place, they are getting ready for their sleep. See, even the baby bear is helping Mama Bear. Do you all help clearing up your toys? You're very good kids. Mrs. Bear fell asleep. Mr. Bear didn't. He still woke up. See, he couldn't sleep. Look at his eyes. He's feeling very sleepy, but he couldn't sleep. Mrs. Bear began to snore. Have you heard the sound of snoring? Does your mama snore? Does your papa snore? That's the sound of snoring, right? So, Mrs. Bear snores just like that, and Mr. Bear couldn't stand that. He couldn't bear that. He got disturbed and he says, "Oh no," said Mr. Bear. "I can't stand this." So he got up and went to sleep in Baby Bear's room. Baby Bear was not asleep either. See, Baby Bear is also awake and he was playing something. He was lying in bed pretending to be an aeroplane. So he was making the sounds of an aeroplane. Do you know how an aeroplane sound will be like? So that is how he was pretending to be a zooming aeroplane. So, how do you think the bear can sleep there? He said, "Oh no, I can't stand this." So he got up and went to sleep in the living room. So he goes down to the living room, and in the living room, tick tock went the living room clock. So, how does the clock ticks? Tick tock, tick tock, and it's already 2 o'clock, and the cuckoo says, "Cuckoo, cuckoo." "Oh no," said Mr. Bear. "I can't stand this." So he went off to sleep in the kitchen. Trip, trip went the leaky kitchen tap, and went the refrigerator. Have you heard during night times even a small sound will be very audible and it will disturb us very much? So that is how Mr. Bear was also getting disturbed and he couldn't get sleep that night. "Oh no," said Mr. Bear. "I can't stand this." So he got up and he went to sleep in the garden. Well, you would not believe what noises there are in the garden at night. So there are night creatures. See, there's an owl, these cats, this is a hedgehog and a snail. So all these were making their own sounds during the night. And what sound does an owl make? Tweet-too, tweet-too. That's how the owl makes a sound. And the cats, meow, meow, sang the cat. And the hedgehog was sniffing all around. Snuffle, snuffle. So Bear was not able to sleep there either. "Oh no," said Mr. Bear. "I can't stand this." So he went off to sleep in the car. It was cold in the car and uncomfortable, but Mr. Bear was so tired that he didn't notice. He was just falling asleep when all the birds started to sing and the sun peeped in at the window. So it's already early in the morning and the birds started tweeting. Tweet, 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 tweet. said the bird. And the sun rays started shining on the face of Mr. Bear. So he was not able to sleep there either. Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and went back into the house. In the house, Baby Bear was fast asleep, and Mrs. Bear had turned over and wasn't snoring any more. Mr. Bear got into bed and closed his eyes. Peace at last, he said to himself. Finally, he started sleeping. And only then went the alarm clock. So maybe Mrs. Bear had set the alarm clock and it started ringing. Mrs. Bear sat up and rubbed her eyes. Good morning, dear, she said. Did you sleep well? Not very well, dear, yawned Mr. Bear. Never mind, said Mrs. Bear. I'll bring you a nice cup of tea. She was really nice. She said, I'll bring you a nice cup of tea, and she did. Baby Bear was also awake. See, they are all so energetic because Mama Bear slept well, Baby Bear slept well. So they look so energetic and happy in the morning. But Mr. Bear didn't sleep. Look how he looks like. He's so tired. Look at his eyes. He's very, very tired. But still, he has to get up and go for work. So that is why we have to sleep the whole night. Do you sleep throughout the night, kids? Okay. Hope you all enjoyed the story. See you soon in the next story. Bye bye.